We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. She lost her son to Baltimore's crime crisis, and now she's calling for more to be done to prevent other mothers from feeling her same pain. Her plea for change just ahead. And it is officially an election year now. Coming up, the legal action Donald Trump is expected to take as he is fighting to stay on the 2024 ballot. And was it an act of terror? The FBI now investigating this fiery crash outside of a concert venue in New York. What investigators found inside the car that is raising alarm bells. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. We begin with breaking news. In a city in crisis, a tragic and deadly start to the new year. One person is dead following an early morning shooting in Southwest Baltimore. Police say a man was found dead along North Bentlow Street just after 2 this morning. It marks Baltimore City's first homicide of 2024. New Year's Day saw 2 shootings just 1 hour into the new year. A 44-year-old man was shot. Minutes later, a 22-year-old woman was shot. There is new hope, though, for peace this year. For the first time in nearly a decade, the city closed out a year with fewer than 300 killings. 262 people were killed in Baltimore in 2023. That is a 20% drop from 2022. Even with the progress, community leaders recognize any loss of life is a tragedy. The group Mothers of Murdered Sons and Daughters remembering the victims with a name reading ceremony.
This is not acceptable, and we no longer are going to put up with that. Our slogan is one homicide this year is too many.
Attendees to that event include parents, siblings, and friends of all the victims, all gathering to mourn the lives that were cut short in 2023. 16-year-old Isaiah Carter was one of the city's homicide victims. He was shot and killed near Patterson High School in March. As Shannon Lidley reports, his mother says there is still work that needs to be done surrounding youth crime in Baltimore.
Well, there are still kids and young people getting shot and losing their lives at an alarming rate here in our city. And Michelle Hines wants that to change. In fact, she is still reeling from the deep pain of the loss of her son, Isaiah Carter. According to BPD data, he was one in a total of 18 young people killed in the city in 2023. Now, in 2024, Hines wants action.
When we last spoke, you said justice wouldn't come until there is change. Has that happened yet?
I don't think that there's been enough change. Why would we tell children that they're, commit these crimes and you'll be fine? There is no charges. There are no charges.
As you just heard there, Hines is taking issue with some of the laws still in place, including those that keep young people from being held accountable. But beyond accountability, Hines wants rehabilitation for Baltimore's youth with more mental health services to keep them out of a life of crime. And then there's the issue of policing.
When there's a crime that happens at Fells Point, we see the police officers on every single corner all summer. Why can't we put that attention into our youth? Why can't we open up more rec centers for our youth? My son's death was preventable.
She wants leaders to be preemptive rather than reactive, and lawmakers will have a chance to act in the upcoming General Assembly session, which starts next week on January 10th. Reporting from police headquarters, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Happening today, Donald Trump's legal team is expected to appeal rulings out of Colorado and Maine that ban the former president from the 2024 ballot. The decisions to take Trump off the ballot are based on the 14th Amendment, which says officials who have engaged in insurrection are disqualified from holding office. As Trump pushes forward with an appeal, we are less than 2 weeks away from the Iowa caucuses. The event marked the official start to the Republican presidential nominating process. And it's not only the Iowa caucuses that have the candidates focused this month. The New Hampshire primary is just more than 3 weeks away. Now, come the November election, control of the House of Representatives will be up for grabs. More than 36 House members are resigning, retiring, or seeking other office. 2/3 of them are Democrats. Republicans are defending 18 House seats, which President Biden won, including the seat held by Nebraska's Don Bacon. President Biden won the district by 9 points in 2020, capturing one of Nebraska's 5 electoral votes.
I find generally our district is center right, but they like folks who are trying to govern, work across the aisle, that treat people with decency.
Republicans flipped House control in 2022 thanks to maps in New York, which favored the GOP, but now the maps are angled toward the Democrats. Developing now, an Iranian warship has entered the Red Sea as tension in the region remains high. Iran state news agency said Monday the Albaraz warship was dispatched to the Red Sea. Now, this comes as there have been ongoing attacks on commercial vessels from Iranian-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen. It also comes after the U.S. Navy said Sunday that it destroyed 3 Houthi rebel boats after they attacked a cargo ship in the Red Sea. 11:06, and here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, a small earthquake jolts the Rockville area. It happened just after 1 this morning. The magnitude of the quake is estimated at 2.3. Luckily, no reports of damage or injuries. Trending number 2, a rise in car thefts in Baltimore. The city eclipsed more than 11,000 car thefts in 2023, more than triple the level seen in 2022. Police say young people were responsible for 38% of those car thefts, but only 2/3 of those suspects were referred to the Department of Juvenile Services. And of that group, only 5% spent any time at a DJS facility. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Still ahead, could the key to slowing cognitive decline be found at a pet store? Coming up, how animals are being linked to better health as we age. But first, a ransom note, a tent in the woods, and a foreign exchange student missing for days. The new cyber kidnapping trend that the FBI is warning about. And a fiery crash in Japan as 2 planes collide at the airport. New images from the scene just ahead.
More sunshine and breezy for your Tuesday afternoon. Temperatures actually just a little bit warmer. We are tracking snow for the weekend. That's the big next weather maker that's going to put us into weather alert mode this weekend as well. 47 today, 32 tonight, back to the lower 50s. Couple of nice days before that next storm system rolls in. And we'll take a closer look at that coming up in just a few minutes.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
(11:09) now. We are back at the Live Center with breaking developments out of New York State. A fiery New Year's Day crash is being investigated as a possible act of terrorism. It happened at the Kodak Center in Rochester as concert goers were leaving that venue. 2 people were killed, 5 others injured in that crash. Police say a dozen gas cans were found in the car. The FBI is now on scene, and they believe it may have been intentional. Breaking news out of Japan we've been following all morning. 5 crew members of a Japanese Coast Guard aircraft are dead after a runway collision. The aircraft collided with a passenger plane on the runway of Tokyo's Haneda Airport. The passenger plane was an Airbus A350. It had 379 people on board. Amazingly and fortunately, all of them got out safely before the plane erupted in flames. Japan's Coast Guard says its pilot escaped the other plane, but 5 other crew members on board were found dead. Also happening right now in Japan, search and rescue operations are underway after a deadly, massive 7.5 magnitude earthquake. It struck in western Japan, causing fires and triggering at one point tsunami alerts. Right now, at least 48 people are confirmed dead. Hundreds of buildings have been destroyed. A lot going on there this morning. Taking a look now at your social stream, we could get access to court documents involving Jeffrey Epstein and some other big names any day now. There are hundreds of sealed court filings involving the late financier and accused sex offender. The documents come from a 2015 civil suit over allegations that Epstein's companion, socialite Ghislaine Maxwell, facilitated the abuse of an alleged trafficking victim. The judge ordered the unsealing to start after January 1st. Here's what you're saying about that. Unsealed them all, not just the files they think they can release without implicating their bosses. Another one saying, full transparency, no redactions. We want the truth. Well, a Chinese foreign exchange student living in Utah is now safe after what police are calling a cyber kidnapping case. 17-year-old Kai Zwang was reported missing last week after his family told his school that they got a ransom photo. Police found him safe in a tent in the mountains. The teen says the cyber kidnappers told him to isolate himself. His family paid about $80,000 in ransom. The FBI says cyber kidnapping is a rising trend and exchange students are normally the targets. Reaction this morning, wow, that's like a real-life mystery movie plot. So glad that he was found safe. Another one saying the poor kid. A lot going on with that story. A new report from Fidelity Investment shows X, formerly known as Twitter, is now worth 71% less than when Elon Musk bought it in 2022. It is reportedly the second time the investment company has reduced the valuation. Here's what you have to say about that. Killing the brand by renaming it to X is the silliest any reasonable person will do. There was no need to do that. Not surprised that it had consequences. Another one saying free speech is very expensive. Well, still ahead, a big change is coming to the toy aisle. Coming up, the state where a new gender-neutral toy aisle is being mandated. And caught on camera, an attempted kidnapping inside a store, how a child's family fought back, and they kept the little boy safe. 11:13 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:15, we are back with a live look over the harbor and M&T Bank Stadium. Things are cool and dry right now, but rain is on the radar. We're going to tell you when the rain moves in and then when all of that is going to turn into snow. Developing now, Israel says it expects the war in the Gaza Strip to last throughout 2024. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said over the weekend that there wouldn't be many more months of fighting in Gaza. Israel's military said in a statement that it expects continued fighting through the year. The war between Israel and Hamas has been going on for almost 3 months since Hamas's October 7th attack. Caught on camera, the terrifying moment that a man is seen grabbing, look at that, a 4-year-old boy by the wrist and trying to take off with him. This happened at a Florida Walmart. That child is now safe, but the incident has many people on edge.
I am kind of shocked at what happened here.
It's very scary because I come here all the time with my daughter.
Police say a nearby family member saw what was happening and pulled the boy back to safety. The man took off, but police were able to track him down at his home and they arrested him. It's a scary scene that shoppers are now thinking twice about their safety.
Safety is very important to me, and I'm very overprotective about my daughter, so I would definitely have to think about that. This is very surprising to me.
Police have charged the suspect with false imprisonment of a child 13 years old and under. Making headlines, students applying for college in the 2024-25 school year can now use a simplified FAFSA form after a big delay. The U.S. Department of Education says they've been working on minor issues leading up to the new form's soft launch. As part of the new system, more low and moderate income students will have access to federal grants. Students will be able to fill out the form before schools start, getting information later this month. Coming up on Fox 45 News at 4, the legislative session is right around the corner. Fox 45 is talking to the Fraternal Order of Police president and a prosecutor about the changes they want to see from lawmakers. Then at 5, we're only 2 days into the new year, and Baltimore police are already reporting dozens of crimes, including shootings, robberies, and more. The concerns over the crime crisis in 2024. And at 6, after 7 years of Project Baltimore investigations, their work is far from over. Look into some of the largest issues they're reporting exposed in 2023. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and forecasts in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. 11:17 and trending now. A new law in California now requires major retailers to have gender-neutral toy aisles. The law applies to retailers that have a physical store in the state that sells child care items or toys and at least 500 employees. The law requires those stores to maintain a gender-neutral section. Stores that don't comply with the law could face a $250 fine for the first violation and up to $500 for any subsequent violations. Mark Clark with Bmore Lifestyle is here now. And what do you think?
I don't actually know what that means. I'm not that smart. So you need a general, so it can't be a boy or a girl,
yeah,
are you saying?
You know, when you go, and because the stores are very deliberate about how they do it now. So if you walk into, you know, one of the big name brand stores, you're going to go down aisles. They're going to have all the dolls. They're going to have all the kitchen sets. They're going to have all the pink things. And then the next aisle, they're going to have all the superheroes and the Legos and the boy toys versus girl toys. It's set up that way. So they're saying now we need gender neutral. Put all the toys of all the kinds in an aisle.
All together?
All together. No separation, no this is a boy toy, and they don't label them boy toy aisle, girl toy aisle right now, but you know what's intended.
Yeah. That, I mean, again, that one, so if you don't have an aisle that is neutral.
Now you're going to start being fined.
You're fined.
In California, yes.
But
and so some
aisle,
people have a problem with that, being told that you have to and being fined if you don't.
Yeah, I think that's pretty hard to enforce. Number two, very objective, and then also it seems like a headache, especially if you're in the whatever game you're in. I don't know. That's interesting. I just think it's interesting, but that's a lot.
I think the stores are saying it's a lot. I don't care if you have a gender neutral aisle. I mean, the kid, you know, my daughter goes up all the aisles. She wants everything.
It would, I think, would it, so if you just say, put the toys in one aisle, does that fix the problem?
Yes.
Put all the toys in one aisle.
Mix
if I own
them
the
all
store,
up. Put Barbie right next to Spider-Man.
yes, it's all going in the same aisle. There you go.
Right, all right.
You got one aisle.
There you go. I wish there was one aisle. Not as many toys to have to buy. All right, clear skies out there now, but that could soon change. When we're going to see our first winter storm of the new year? Let me tell you, it could be soon as this weekend. Meteorologist Justin Chambers is tracking the next weather maker.
Well, in your hour-by-hour forecast, the next couple of hours, not looking too bad. We'll eventually get to the mid to upper 40s. Just a little bit warmer today, but still a bit breezy at times. We should, however, see more of that sun breaking out as we head later into the afternoon. So 47 for our high. Sun will be up until 4:55. Those daylight hours continue to expand. About a week and a half away, we'll see those sunsets after 5 o'clock again, which I know a lot of people like. So checking those temperatures for you today across central Maryland. Most of us in the low to mid and even upper 40s in the eastern shore across the Bay Bridge. 47 Baltimore City, 42 in Cockeysville and Hunt Valley. Mainly 40s up and down the 95 corridor for New York and Philly, down through Baltimore and D.C. 43 down the ocean today. Now, numbers will be slightly above average today and tomorrow, and then even on Thursday, still kind of in that above average category. But notice what happens as we get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those temps are definitely coming down. That's that colder air mixed in with the moisture on the way, which is why we're going to be tracking that next weather maker and our weather alert days. Overall, future scan is not looking too bad. Tuesday afternoon should see plenty of sunshine, and Wednesday looks great too. Really not too much happening except for those clouds. Some of those clouds will start creeping in Wednesday evening into Thursday morning. Notice a line of a few showers here early Thursday morning. Mainly rain, but we could see a few flakes mixed in there as well, especially to the north and to the west. And then into Thursday afternoon, that system quickly exits. Breezy conditions, but the sun breaks back out Thursday. Friday looks great. That ridge of high pressure, look at that thing, sliding right in and taking care of us. But we have this next weather maker coming in from the south, and check it out. This is Saturday morning, but as we get to about noon, you're going to start to see those snow showers develop in parts of western Maryland to the south, right up the 95 corridor through about 3-4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and kind of that mix of rain and snow. And then that colder air will start to filter in, especially to the north and to the west by 7-8 o'clock on Saturday night. So that is going to impact the Ravens game. It'll be wet and cold. Notice the further east you are, that's where it'll be mainly rain showers. But then overnight, that rain changes over to snow as that colder air works in. Still some leftover showers on Sunday morning, and may see a few flakes flying around on Sunday afternoon as well. So obviously we'll get a little bit closer to this system. We'll start talking about snowfall totals, but either way, a high impact event, which is why we have weather alert days both Saturday and Sunday. Next week, we get a dry day on Monday, but another weather maker rolls in and brings rain on Tuesday.
All right, Justin, thank you. Still ahead, the perfect way to start the new year. One lucky player struck it rich, hitting the Powerball jackpot. Coming up, what we're learning about where that ticket was sold and just how much it's worth. And Mickey Mouse just might be the most famous mouse in the world, and now everyone is getting a piece of him. Coming up, why an earlier version of the mouse is hitting the public domain. 11:23 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:26, don't miss this. An early version of Mickey Mouse is now in the public domain. Disney's copyright protection for an early version of Mickey expired on New Year's Day, and now anyone can use Steamboat Willie, that version of Mickey. That was shown in Walt Disney's 1928 short film, Steamboat Willie. More modern versions will remain unaffected. They're still protected by Disney's copyright. Somebody in Michigan won the first Powerball jackpot of the year, worth about $842 million. Monday's winner could get yearly payments or a lump sum of about $424 million. According to Powerball, it is the 5th largest jackpot ever. It's also the first time a person has won a jackpot on New Year's Day since the game started in 1992. It's a great start to 2024. That's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Bmore Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
That's right. Happy New Year's, Patrice. New Year's resolutions, we'll hop into it next on Bmore Lifestyle. Stick around.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Bmore Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? Happy New Year's. Mark Clark, and this is Bmore Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Persian Nicole from 92Q. Good morning, everyone. Let me tell you
Happy
right
New
now,
Year.
Happy New Year. A new year, a new you. Love them or hate them. Setting New Year's resolutions are our tradition. Many of us take part in. Some of the top New Year's resolutions for Americans in 2024 include saving more money, check.
Yep.
Increasing exercise, check. Eating healthier, check. Spending more time with family and friends, check. How do you keep your resolutions? Okay, experts start off, say take it slow and then move it up. Get a partner, have somebody to help you meet your goals. work it out. So,
ooh, I like that.
Every year I have the same one. Try to lose weight, eat better, get healthy, spend more time with family.
Go, boy.
So every year. So this year, this year I'm starting off with a juice cleanse and vegan for 2024.
Okay.
Persia Nicole, Power of the P. What are you doing? Power of the Progress.
No, Mark. I don't do no resolutions. I think it's because every year I've learned that they don't ever really get accomplished the way I set out to be. So I'm just going to take it day by day, minute by minute, second by second, and we're going to see what happens at the end of this year.
Okay.
That's right.
What about you, AT? Are you a resolutioner or no?
I do set resolutions. Do they end by January 3rd? Yes. But that's not my fault. You know what I don't like? Most of those are the resolutions that I set for this year. But what I don't like is that my sister tried to hold me to it yesterday, and I was like, sis, it's January 1st. Slow down.
It's the
I didn't say I was going to start off right away. I said it was a resolution. I got the whole year to get through
That's
it. Relax.
True. You include people, they do try to hold you to
You know, they really try to hold you accountable, and I don't like that.
Well, I want you to tell us.
I like that.
Did you make a New Year's resolution? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everyone thinks. Now, they're saying... the saying may be an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but it appears eating just one banana a day could make you healthier than 90% of Americans. Bananas are a good source of nutrients like vitamin C and vitamin B6, and of course, they're packed with potassium. It's estimated that 90% of Americans are not eating the recommended serving of fruits and vegetables every day. Now, I don't want to be a hater.
To know.
I don't want to be a hater. But this is, on one hand, it's true, but on the other hand, sadly, bananas are one of the fruits that if they're not organic, and they are.
Are they high in sugar?
They have a lot of pesticides on them.
Yeah, they're high in phosphorus too.
You got to be careful. I'm just saying. So, Persia Nicole, your beautiful skin. How do you make? Are you a big fruits and vegetable gal?
I love me some good bananas, honey. So here's the thing. I had lots of bananas over the past few weeks. I ate them on French toast. I ate them on everything. I like a good banana. I can't believe, Mark, don't even put that in the atmosphere.
No, I'm just saying.
Because if I have to stop eating bananas.
Well, I'll clear it up then. Get organic bananas if you're going to get them.
Get organic bananas.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Girl,
I love bananas.
you know.
I've been eating
banana
pudding for like the last 3 to 4 weeks.
Well,
and
that's healthy.
I know that. Hey, stop playing. There was real bananas in it. So is that organic? It's real bananas in it. It's a nana pudding, right?
And the fake banana flavoring is very bad for you. So don't have any
fake banana. But how are we supposed to know?
Flavoring.
I like bananas. I like anything that's I like the really ripe ones though. Like it got to be soft, so it dissolves in your mouth. It's just amazing.
Okay, I'm glad we kept it professional.
I love bananas. Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
I'm so
Some
confused.
older adults counter the effects of cognitive decline. The study looked at those over 50 who live alone. Researchers found that those who own pets had slower rates of decline and overall score of verbal cognition, memory, and fluency. Pets can provide owners with opportunities to meet new people and have conversations compared to those living alone who might otherwise isolate.
Talking to the dogs. Okay, Dr. Doolittle.
No, Persia Nicole is a pet owner.
I am. I have 2 babies. They're my loves, my Havapoos. And I think that dogs help with a lot of different things. I mean, they do help with memory. They help with sadness. If you're emotional, whatever it is, they kind of match your energy and help you get over it. So I think that dogs, cats, well, maybe not cats. I don't see a purpose in a cat.
They don't even talk about how much work goes into these people. I feel sad for these people with dogs because you have to go out every morning and walk those things.
Well, that keeps
you have to walk out. You got to walk those things every morning in the cold. When it snows.
Those things, okay?
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
I mean, those babies, the little puppies. You can tell. I do love animals, but certain ones. I like llamas, flamingos. I want a pet tiger. Yo, I should have been a Tiger King. I want a pet tiger one day, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all wait. When I become a billionaire, it's tiger. It's gonna be grrr all day.
Lady C obviously still has a little remnants from her partying this weekend.
Hey, I didn't turn up too much.
No, Persia Nicole.
A lot of judgment.
Congratulations, another exciting year. Go check out Persia Nicole on 92Q. She has the top rated show.
I listen to her all the time. Go, girl.
Yeah.
And in that business, it's hard.
Appreciate you.
It is. It is. That's major. That's major.
Coming up, speaking of hard to do, Lady T has some hot tea. Toni Braxton slamming rumors she's married. Coming up, Lady T breaks it down. Is she lying? But first, we could see the first snow of 2024 this week. Coming up, a handy new tool that could help you get your car ready for winter because you need to have it.
Is it an oil change?
You're watching Bmore Lifestyle.
Cold winter mornings can mean low tire pressure on your vehicle. Today, Gina Gannon from America Steals and Deals is demonstrating a handy tool that could save you a trip to the gas station. Here she is with today's money-saving deal.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
Haven't we all been in that situation where as soon as you get in your car, that tire pressure light goes on, then it starts blinking, then you have to go to the nearest gas station, and you just hope that someone's there to help you fill your tires with air? Well, thanks to the folks at Never Go Flat, you don't have to worry about that anymore. This is your emergency 3-in-1 peace of mind kit, knowing that you never, ever will be stranded and you're always going to be prepared. That's what I love so much about this. So you can actually inflate your tire on your car, your truck, your bike. If you have pool equipment, if you have sports equipment, it's awesome. Even an air mattress. This does the job, which is so great. It also has an emergency floodlight, flashlight, blinking light. On the back here, it actually has a USB port. So it's just great that you are always ready no matter what happens. I was very insecure when it came to this kind of stuff, but now I don't have to be. So if you're ever stranded on the side of the road, this is your assurance for you that, again, you are good to go. Every year, there are 33,000 tire-related accidents. So this is your peace of mind. Give it to all your family members that you love, making sure that they are always prepared. And that's what the folks at Never Go Flat really want to see happen. So right now we're offering 31% off on Never Go Flat. Head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
Fox 45 News is helping you connect with news from what's going on in your backyard to the news across the country. Here's a look at the National Desk, connecting you to the news that matters.
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000 local journalists cover America's news now.
These chemicals are not going to leave the environment.
Provides in-depth coverage.
Leaving the city frustrated with crime and homelessness.
Context.
You get in more trouble for parking in a handicapped spot than you do having a baggie full of fentanyl that could kill a busload of kids.
And clarity to major stories.
The bottom line is our recall system is broken, colossally broken.
The National Desk covers our nation at the local level.
You're not going to prevent every train crash, but you can make them less likely.
It could be a matter of life and death.
To capture the pulse of America.
The bus flipped and landed in the creek bed.
Seatbelts save lives.
The National Desk team of impartial, unbiased, and fact-based journalists
require car companies to make sure their safety systems worked at night.
The National Desk.
Women's pain has been normalized for way too long.
You can depend on for live breaking news coverage across America.
Really big monster fires spread very quickly.
Real concerns about flooding.
Dangerous wind and rain conditions.
I went flying out the door.
It just sucked everything up.
I'm Jan Jeffcoat. Choose America's news now from the National Desk.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on the CW Baltimore.
Still ahead, Taylor Swift rings in the new year with her new boo. Coming up, everything we're learning about her midnight kiss with Travis Kelce. And are they together or are they not? Coming up, Lady T breaks down what Cardi B is saying about her complicated relationship with her estranged and strange husband. Stick around. And it's time to spill the tea this Tuesday. Lady T joins us. What's up, Lady T?
Hey, fellow tea sippers. All right, so here is the tea. All right, so rapper Cardi B is speaking out about her relationship status, y'all. After she delivered a dynamic performance on New Year's Eve, she even debuted some new music for the new year, even though she was under the weather, but she did a fantastic job. After that, she went out partying with her estranged husband Offset at a club in Miami, throwing money everywhere, dollar bills. All right, sparking rumors that her and Offset are back together, but she took to social media to shut down that rumors, okay? She said, yes, I partied with my ex. Yes, I spent the night with him. Ooh, okay, some fireworks there. And no, we're not back together. She also says that she's leaving toxic energy in 2023 and told fans to leave her alone about her love life. I guess she likes it like that. I don't know. I'm a little, I really, you know what? She's gotten back together with him so many times. So yeah. I think everybody just got excited. Everybody's like, okay, they worked things out. But she said there's a lot of love between them. What are your thoughts, Mark?
Yeah, I think I mean, you know, getting back with the ex, you know, just to do what you do. I don't know how
it's
healthy.
Cuffing season, you know. So.
I don't know how healthy that is.
You don't know, right? And it's, you know what? If she did get back together, it was just on time because Valentine's Day is coming up next month. So, you know, this is the time when you get back with your ex, you know, because you want those flowers on Valentine's Day.
Wow, you have some insight into this, apparently.
I know. She's a Libra like me. She's probably thinking that too, but it's okay. No, shout out to her. She's gonna have an amazing year this year. Up next, you guys, Taylor Swift rang in the new year with her man. Okay, she went to the Chiefs game on Sunday. She was again spotted cheering on her man, Travis Kelce. Afterwards, Swift was seen at a Kansas City New Year's Eve party wearing a sparkling mini dress. Now, fan videos on social media call her giving him a midnight smooch. Also, Taylor Swift set a record on New Year's Eve, 1989. Taylor's version topped the Billboard chart for a 5th time. She has now spent 68 weeks on top of the Billboard 200, beating Elvis Presley, who held the record for 67 weeks. The ultimate record holder is the Beatles, with 132 weeks on top of the charts. Can Tay-Tay, the person of the year, beat the Beatles? I think she can. I feel like this is gonna go. I feel like as long as she's dating Travis Kelce, doing all this, I think she's gonna stay on top of those charts, okay?
Wow, Lady T.
Don't you think so? Obviously, it's Taylor Swift. The only other person who I think could, you know, catch up to her, of course, or maybe beat her is, of course, the one and only Queen Bee, Beyonce.
Wow.
I said it. I know.
What are you doing?
All right, up next, you guys, because the tea keeps pouring. Singer Toni Braxton shut down a major rumor about her love life, too. So it was reported by several blogs that she and rapper Birdman got married. The report said the two were married in a private ceremony in Mexico. Now, Toni went on Instagram to clear up the matter, but in the post, she wrote fake news across the top and said she and her dear friend Birdman are not married and have never been married. She said they are both currently single, confirming that the two are no longer romantically involved. Now, they started back in 2016. Not sure when they broke up in 2023. I didn't even know they actually broke up. But clearly, he wasn't man enough for her. You know that song, yo? I love me some Toni. I listen to it every single day.
Well played, Lady T. Well played.
Yeah, I know. I wish her much love this year. Hopefully, she finds love somewhere else. But clearly, it's not Birdman. The bird has flew.
Do you want your husband to be named Birdman? I mean, come on.
I mean, Mrs. Birdman, I guess, I don't know, Mr. and Mrs. Birdman, welcome to it. It has a little ring to it, for ringing in the new year.
Well, have you read his latest tweets?
Okay, never mind. Okay, look, that's it for the tea for today. Now, y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
And now we're going to sip on all this weather. Clear skies now, but that might soon change. Justin Chambers is tracking it all. What's going on, Justin?
More sunshine and breezy conditions for today, and temperatures actually just a little bit warmer, but we are tracking weekend snow, and that's the next weather maker that's going to put us into weather alert mode for this upcoming weekend. So mid to upper 40s here as we take you through the afternoon. Again, that sun should be breaking out, a bit breezy at times, but overall not too bad. And high temperatures close to average for this time of year. Notice that average of 44. So early January, we're usually in those low to mid 40s, and even 47 in Baltimore City, just a smidge above average. A lot of lower 40s for Chestertown and Stevensville, across the Bay Bridge to Annapolis, 42 Columbia, 41 Westminster, even mid 40s in D.C., but colder to the north up in New York and Philly, where more clouds will hang out and keeping those lower 40s there, and 43 down the Ocean City. Not the best time to hang out at the beach, we know that. All right, here's our temperature tracker. We'll be in the upper 40s and lower 50s Wednesday, and then 47 Thursday, so carrying the above average trend for at least the next 3 days, but notice how much colder it gets, and we drop below average as we head into this weekend, and that's that winter weather maker that's on the way. So here's the future scan. Tuesday afternoon, overall looking pretty nice, and Wednesday also looking good with temperatures that'll be just a bit warmer. Not much wind out there. Wednesday, a pretty nice day. Wednesday night, Thursday morning, first of two weather makers. Now, this one's going to bring a few showers in really early Thursday morning. A lot of us will be sleeping when the rain comes through. Maybe some snow trying to mix in there as well. Possibly some slick roads on Thursday morning's commute. But by Thursday afternoon, that system moves out of here. Will be breezy to windy for the afternoon. Friday looks great. When you see that big H right there, that's a ridge of high pressure that keeps us high and dry. This is Saturday, and this is the big next weather maker where we'll have our first chance at seeing some actual snowfall here in about 2 years. Looking like this system is going to be tracking right up the 95 corridor, D.C. up toward Baltimore City and areas west. We'll see a better chance of accumulating snow. Areas east of 95 will mainly be rain. This is going to impact the Ravens game on Saturday afternoon. And then Saturday night, all that colder air comes right down to the surface and changes any of that rain-snow mix over to mainly snow. In terms of accumulation, probably at least a couple of inches here and there. Some higher elevations, we'll see some higher numbers. And into Sunday, some leftover snow showers here and there as well. But overall, we start drying out. But we're going to keep that weather alert both Saturday and Sunday for you as we get into the weekend. Just be aware of that. And as we get closer to those days, we'll have a better idea of the forecast and some snowfall totals for you as well. You can always go to foxbaltimore.com for the latest forecast.
Your Place Inside and Out is sponsored by HB Home Service Team.
This week's home tip, we're focusing on one of the most important items in your household, which is your HVAC unit. Year-round, we depend on this trusty unit to provide comfort in the home, and in return, if we keep it well maintained, it can serve your home for years to come. Now, even if you do your own regular maintenance on your HVAC system, it's highly recommended that you schedule a professional to come in to inspect and clean all the components of your system to make sure everything's working properly. If you keep your system well maintained and call on a professional annually, your unit should run efficiently, which will help save you money in the long run and prolong the life of your system. Need help? We have pros who are here for you.
Trust the HB Home Service Team for all your plumbing and HVAC needs. From protecting your home systems with a maintenance agreement to the peace of mind knowing we're available 24/7, 365, the HB Home Service Team is just a phone call away. Home serviced better since 1914.
This Bmore Lifestyle segment is sponsored by the Louisiana Office of Tourism.
Louisiana kicked off its 2024 year of music in the 135th Annual Rose Parade in Pasadena. There was a float featuring a larger-than-life Mardi Gras jester, second line-inspired umbrellas, and a performance by award-winning Louisiana musicians. Today, we have Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Good to be with you.
Man, so this year's Rose Parade theme was celebrating a world of music. How did Louisiana participate in that theme?
Well, it's great. You know, music is in our blood. The jazz, the Zydeco, Cajun. We've got so many just cultures coming together in Louisiana, like a big gumbo. And the people in Louisiana will be performing, have such love and passion for the music and our way of life. Surely they're going to spill that out on the streets here in Pasadena.
That's right. Don't mess with my toot-toot now. What makes Louisiana music unique?
Well, I think it's, you know, it comes up in our blood from a young age. And the artists have such love and passion for what they do, the music they write, the music they perform. You know, Louisiana has more Grammy nominees than any state per capita. There's something in the soil of Louisiana that grows so much talent, and it's that uniqueness that makes it special. You can't help but get involved and dance and tap your foot if you come to Louisiana or you hear that Louisiana music.
So talk to us about that role the music has in attracting people to your state, and also Louisiana's year of 2024. You know, what does that mean?
Well, we're going to use our music to share it with the world. We're going to be going all over the country at all these music events, bringing our musicians, bringing our food, our culture, and getting people excited to come to Louisiana. That's why this parade is so important. Right before Mardi Gras, to see us perform on the streets of Pasadena, surely people are going to want to come to Mardi Gras. And in our parades, you get to catch stuff.
I love it. I love it. The beads and everything else. Okay, so where can we go for more information? And can you send me some beignets stat?
I'd love to. I'll send you a box of beignets. You can make your own. Go to explorelouisiana.com and come see us in Louisiana.
Definitely. Great seeing you, sir.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Still ahead, did you make a New Year's resolution? If not, it's not too late to do it. Coming up, some of the most common resolutions and how to keep yours.